14-year-old watching niece experiences every babysitter's worst nightmare. While society considers babysitting a job with training wheels, it's not always simple as tucking the kids in bed. A Montclair, California babysitter was settling into her spot on the couch when she sensed something wasn't right. Her instincts proved correct, and the teenager was forced to act under intense pressure to keep herself and the child she was watching out of harm's way. Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos. Yesenia Berrigan needed a last-minute babysitter for her 4-year-old daughter, Zoe. She couldn't reschedule an out-of-town work meeting, and she'd used up her sick leave to care for her little girl earlier in the year, so she ran through her list of childcare contenders. As a working mom, Yesenia knew it was time to test out a regular babysitter. While it was tough to trust someone else with her toddler, work was a priority, and she needed to figure it out ASAP. Luckily, she had someone in mind. In fact, there was someone looking to kickstart her work experience she trusted way more than a stranger, her little sister, Savannah Jones. Still, Yesenia had some reservations about her 14-year-old sister's preparedness. The idea of Savannah stepping up to the plate came from Maria Muratalla, Yesenia's mother. She convinced her adult daughter that the teenager was ready and willing to help. Plus, if anything went wrong, Maria would be watching her cell phone like a hawk, ready to swoop in. When Savannah's mom, Maria, dropped her teenage daughter off to babysit at Yesenia's house, they both noticed a car with tinted windows lingering nearby that wasn't normally parked in the area. Perhaps it belonged to a neighbor. Fairly quickly, it drifted from their minds as they said a quick goodbye to Savannah so she could work. Yesenia walked her through the household rundown, went over Zoe's routine and who to contact in the event of an emergency. Then she dashed off to work. With mom finally gone, little Zoe was quick to show her very cool teenage aunt all her favorite toys, as is custom. Next, Savannah jumped right into every babysitter staple, a Disney movie. As Savannah dutifully sang along with Zoe to the Frozen soundtrack, she heard knocking at the front door. It was the middle of the afternoon, 3:30. So Savannah went to see if it was a postal worker or some door-to-door salesperson. Knowing better than to open the front door to a stranger, Savannah looked through the peephole and saw a man in a hat. From what she could assess, this person held no clipboards or packages. He just stood there, waiting for an answer. Instincts told Savannah to ignore the knocking and let the stranger assume no one was home. Even though she'd retreated to the living room and several minutes passed, the man kept knocking until suddenly there was a silence. Savannah's temporary relief vanished almost immediately when the door handle began to jiggle. The locked door was all that separated this persistent stranger from the teen and her niece. As her panic rose, the man furiously pounded on the door. In a split-second decision, Savannah scooped up Zoe and fled to Yesenia's bedroom and into the ensuite bathroom. Her mind was on the booming slams of the door that echoed down the hallway. She locked the door and heard her worst fear confirmed. A cataclysmic crash resounded, and continued footsteps told Savannah the intruder was inside the house and coming towards her hiding spot. She ushered the little girl behind the toilet tank and hurriedly told her to play a game where she must be very quiet. Crouching in front of Zoe's spot behind the toilet, Savannah was too terrified to do anything but watch the locked bathroom door. That's when she remembered her cell phone in her pocket, so she shakily attempted to message for help. The first message Maria received from her daughter, Savannah, just read, "I'm baby." This obviously confused her, but before she could question, another message from the teen popped up on the screen. "He's inside, Mom. He's gonna hear me." Savannah and Zoe listened to the man ransack each room, trying to stifle the sound of their breath, praying he wouldn't try the bathroom door handle. Seconds passed with excruciating slowness. The teen hoped her mother had understood her messages and summoned help. A man shouting interrupted the intruder's movements. Confused, Savannah could sense something had changed but didn't dare to move. A few minutes later, the person who'd shouted identified himself as a neighbor that Maria had called to come over. After receiving the frantic text from her daughter, Maria knew that even the police wouldn't be able to arrive fast enough in the situation. She alerted the neighbor, who ran in and confronted the burglar, but the culprit fled on foot. Unfortunately, the suspect hasn't yet been identified, though if not for Savannah's quick thinking, the situation could have been much worse. Yesenia was proud of her little sister's action. She was very smart and brave. She did the right thing. Despite her young age, Savannah proved totally capable of watching her niece and handling an intensely terrifying situation with the level-headedness of someone beyond her years. Please share this story with your friends and family.